Well, we're live, everybody, and here are all those lovely grapes that we harvested. You can see them here. Here, I'm going to flip the camera like I do so often. Here we go. Oh, wait. Yeah. We love to do that picture in picture. No? Here we go. Okay, we have some kind of screwball enhanced thing going here that we don't want right now. There we go. All right, so here you can see the grapes that we harvested a few days ago. These are off the 100-year-old grapevines. Aren't those fun? And then we're going to use this pot. We're going to strip as much of the grapes off and put them in this pot. There's some grape kombucha that I kept bragging about and said we would make. And here's some more of it, which I'm consuming, mixed together with rooibos tea and a little bit of fresh lime. Here's the same grapes in a grape juice that's just water infused and about half a cup of sugar. And we've had it for maybe a week, not quite 10 days, but you know, it was very gassy at first and did leak and squeak and made a lot of noises, and we had to vent it. And I know you all think, oh, well, it's going to turn into wine or something. It doesn't really do that. It just ferments, and it's very, very tasty, very fresh, very clean, light, like those flavored soda waters. So there's that. And then I wanted to show you over here what Eve did, the Sugar Fairy did. Here you see we use the magic processor here, and first we ground up the grapes a bit, not ground them up, but like stirred them in with the K mixer, and then we fed them into the food processor, and then we drained them into this guy, and oh, this is glorious. There's nothing added at all. There's nothing added. This is just grapes here made into grape juice here. But there is a lot of grape left over, and there's a lot of juice. And so we, who we got here? Okay. And so that's how we did it that way. Next, though, what we're going to try here, I love this, and I'm going to pour a little bit of it in a glass to let you see it. I did like it, and I do think that it makes wonderful juice, but I don't think it's very efficient or productive with the product. I mean, we came up with about twice as much as what you see here, and we'll come back and pour it in a second. And I want to show you, it was from this much of grapes, which is actually, from what the Sugar Fairy tells me, the same as one of these. So if you dump one of these guys into a steel pot like this, you mix it with the K mixer, and it knocks it apart and takes all the stems out. We still have the seeds in there. And then you take that pulpy mix and you put it into the juicer. You can see we could probably keep doing that, but it's just not making that much juice at once. And I think my grandmother did the same thing. She ended up with jars of juice like this, but this is not very strong. And what she made was very strong, like what Sugar Fairy has made here. I'll pour it into this glass for you. but it's quite thick and quite juicy. I mean, it's delightful. It's like a semi-thick cordial or something. It's really, really lovely. So what my grandmother would make, she made from Concord grapes from her backyard, which were quite a bit bigger than these. Um, I would say they were a little bit sweeter, but these are really sweet. So Concord grapes are like super, super sweet, but they're bigger. They're as big around as these look. These are magnified looking because they're inside this jar, but the Concord grapes are actually this big. So when you see them in the jar, they look really big. And you can see here on the edge, you can see that it's fermenting in there. So it's pretty exciting. She's working on some dandelions. And I think these are some seeds from chilies. And these are some chilies that are drying here. So what I'm going to do now while we're all here together is strip a bunch of these guys down, take the bigger bits of stem off and the leaves, and then we're going to start this boiling. And we'll probably add that other one to it. So let's just get right into it, and I will move the camera from time to time to figure out how we can best make this work. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be, but we'll give it a try here. I think if I... let's see here. Okay. Try and flip the camera here. Okay, no, I don't think that's going to work. I think I wish I could figure out a way to make it so y'all can see this. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try this. Okay. There we go. Gotta have a little bit of patience here. Okay. So there's me, there's this. And we're gonna just take these guys and we're gonna just do our best. I'm gonna end up with really red fingers, aren't I? Can I trouble you to bring me some of those gloves, those little thin gloves? Do we have big enough pair that'll fit me? Otherwise, I'm going to end up with the reddest hands in the whole world. Oh yeah, those should work. Don't you think? Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Better. Okay, so we're going to strip them down. This might get boring. I'm sorry if it's too boring, but we'll see how that goes. We do strip pretty well. I wish I could just show you what's inside the pot a little more. I know, it's like tiny, right? Well, they say that we humans have the attention span of goldfish, and that's not true, actually. They've done research, and the goldfish have attention spans of about 14 seconds. And for those of you who are as avid of TikTok watchers as I am, you know that you can scroll through about 14 clips in 14 seconds. So I think we have attention spans of maybe 4 seconds. And it's probably all I'm getting. But you can see here, I'm going to try and show you a little closer up. But they are coming off pretty fast. Not fast enough for us goldfish, but pretty fast. I'm just going to keep Hey Yvonne, do you care if I put this squished grape that you have in the metal? Should I put that in here too? Okay. Okay. So I'm going to bring this back over here. Okay. Now look at this one. You see this one? This is the one that was spun by the K mixer. But look at that. So I think. Did the K mixer help you get the extra stalks out? So that's what you did, was you put it in the K mixer and then you spun it, and then you could pick the stalks right out instead of doing it like I'm doing it. Okay, so we're going to try that. That's probably going to be quicker. All right, so let me rinse my gloved fingers off a little bit. Okay. Okay. This will be more exciting. So now do we have to put the bowl full of metal in there and then stick the K mixer blade on?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's there. Okay. I got that going. Hopefully that won't fall over. And you said we did about this much right here.
Yeah.
Is that too much? Show me a little bit at a time?
That's fine.
All at once?
All at once is fine. But you wanna yes, put the bowl in, then put the K beater in, close it up, and then put this.
Oh yeah, to hold it.
Well, this helps that everything doesn't splatter everywhere.
Yes. Okay.
Just a little bit of a pan. So it goes like that, and then.
Do I have to hold it because it's going to go up?
You actually do it.
Yes.
So I think it's in.
Yeah. Well, what about here? Do I have to cover that?
You can.
Okay. But not any faster than that, right?
Huh?
Not any faster than that. Okay, can I show the camera what's happening? Down in there. You can't really see. So to see it, okay, now you can turn it around, you can see it, flip it around. Yeah, now you can look in there. You see in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you go faster when you did it?
Not so fast, no.
So just like this?
Yeah.
Okay, but I can see that it's coming out. Should I pull them out? Or should I?
It's just like some stay. Oh, it's looking much better, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, when you lift it up, it will stop.
automatically.
Yeah, because it doesn't like, it needs connection with all parts. So yeah, it's messy.
Yeah.
It is messy. So do you want to, what is your plan?
I'm going to migrate to the big pot.
Okay,
So I'm going to keep. No, you can just keep
I'll just,
doing this.
yes.
But if you follow me, that's good.
Okay.
Okay. I told you I wasn't going to have you do this. Okay, there's that. All right, so now what I need to do is split this, right? I need to. Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Okay. But we need to have something for this to go in. Oh, here it is. Okay, we have it. We're just going to put it all in here. All right, so it's pretty amazing. So you remember that great big one we saw? I put up some videos today to refresh your memory about the picking. So they're very short, like only 15 to 30 seconds. So like maybe 2 goldfish lengths. And this worked really well. This is way better than what we were doing, because I think people were going to be just not hanging out for that. But this is almost all spun. And then look in there and show the grapes. Yeah. And then remind them over there what that one looked like. That's the one that's partially squished already. And also, I did it by hand. And so now do you think we should put this back in with the K-beater and mash these up some more, or just throw them into the pot?
I think we can just add them to the pot at this point.
Okay.
Or we could try.
No. I think you're right. So we're going to add them to the pot, and then we can go to the next batch.
Squish them more, yeah.
Another set.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to get the light there. Okay, there you go. That's good. Now, this guy goes back in here, right?
Yes.
And then we're going to switch to the other packet. And then all I got to do is drop them in there, right? Yeah. That's it. Gosh, we could go up and do another harvest.
Oh, gosh. Well, it's running low now, don't you think?
Up there?
Yeah.
I think we could get another harvest as big as what we got. But I think there's as much easily.
Yeah, they were hidden between the stalk.
Even not so hidden. Do I just push this down, or does it need to release?
Put your plastic off first.
This? Take this off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now push it down.
That's what I wondered about. Okay.
Okay, yeah, now your plastic thing is on.
There we go. Okay.
Yep. Hold it on.
Slow.
Slow,
Like that. Look in there. It's pulling all the grapes off the stalks. So amazing.
Yeah, it does work.
It's quite a trick. Way better than doing it by hand. I mean, you know. tap one of those invites and let's see
I
what.
did.
Oh, you did it work? They're here. Live as a guest, but I can't tell they're here.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think we got it all. You think?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pull it off.